Now, Pro Tip Tuesday with Jared Siminoff.
Hello everyone, we're going to take Pro Tip Tuesday in a little bit of a different direction this week and talk about some of the situations on the golf course that you might find yourself in right now. Club championship season is upon us. We've got lots of different events going on and we want to make sure that everybody's following the rules the right way, but also not penalizing themselves any way that they shouldn't be by not necessarily knowing what's going on. So I'm out here on the 8th hole today and we're going to talk ground under repair. So there is a few ground under repairs out there right now. The left side of the second hole, of course, here on 8 and short of the 10th green. Here on 8, it's a little bit different because relief is mandatory, which means I have to take relief and drop outside of the ground under repair. Nowhere else on the golf course is it mandatory. You do have the option to play it, but we'll still talk about how the drop works nonetheless. So here I am short of the green, and one of the most frequently asked questions I get is, do I have to go back to the fairway and drop backwards? That's not the case here. So as you can see, this white line, or this area goes across the hole. The only thing I have to do when I take relief is not go closer to the hole. And if I do it correctly, I'm always looking at the nearest point to take relief. Perfect, so if I actually identify that spot, again, keeping the flag in mind, I can take my club length, mark my two spots with a tee. Of course, we're dropping from knee height, and my ball is back in play. So we definitely do not need to go backwards to drop the ball. We just need to keep two things in mind: that we're going to the nearest point of relief, full relief, and that we're never going closer to the hole. So I wouldn't be able to just move up forward to the green. I do have the option to go sideways. So this is the same thing on hole number 10. If you find yourself short of the green in a rut or something like that, on the 10th hole, relief is not mandatory, so you do have the option to play it out of there if you get a lie that you like or you just want to hit the shot. But you are absolutely entitled to relief, and you do not have to go backwards. You just have to seek the nearest point that's not closer to the hole. So one of the biggest questions I get is about the left side of the 8th hole, which is where we are now. No matter if you find your golf ball or not, you are entitled to free relief as it is ground under repair due to a lot of the construction that's occurred here. So if you hook your ball left on the left side here, if we can't find it, as long as the group makes an educated decision on where they believe the ball would be, you would come out to the fairway, to the nearest point on the white line, and then you would get free relief. Hopefully you do find your golf ball, and then you don't need to make an educated decision, and in that case, we're just going to walk right out. Now, it's not where it crossed the line en route to this area, it's where the ball stopped. So if my ball stopped right here, I can pick it up, come right out to the white line here, and I do get a drop. All right, let's talk bunkers. I'm here on the 9th green, and you know, for a long time, we didn't have rakes out here due to the COVID restrictions, but they're back, and we are asking everybody to go just back to normal like we always have, and please rake the trap as best as you can after playing out of it. Now, we do understand that not every bunker is going to provide you the best lie possible, so for the remainder of the season, subject to change, we are going to be playing lift, rake, and place. And so what I mean by that is if you find a lie in the bunker, you are entitled to just hit your shot. You don't have to, but you are absolutely entitled to lift the ball, rake the area, and then place the ball. So found myself in a little bit of an indent here, so I'm going to lift the ball up. I'm going to rake it, give myself a little bit of a better lie, and then we definitely don't need to drop the ball. In this case, we are allowed to place. And the idea being that we're placing the ball as close as possible to the original location. It's not a foot or a yard or a club length. It's as close as possible to that original spot. I can place it, and then I can play my shot from here. We know that there's been a lot of disruption on the golf course this season, and we thank you for your understanding. I want to let you know that this fall, after the season ends, we do have a great plan in place that involves a company coming in to help us with our bunkers. They're going to sift through the sand, get rid of a lot of the loose impediments so that we can start to rebuild and get them exactly where a club of this caliber should have their bunkers. Now, on the rules front, if you ever have any questions, you can send me an email, come by my office, but sometimes you can't do that in the moment. So my number one rule for playing in a tournament or any kind of event is always play a second ball. If you're not sure on the ruling, play 2 golf balls, identify what you're doing to your group, and then come see a professional after the round, and we'll make sure that you make the right decision with no penalty, such as a disqualification or anything like that, that can hurt you in the long run. Hope to see you out here for Club Championship and much beyond the rest of the season. Have a great day.